Now that was me wasting around 10 seconds of your time. I want you to think about that for a second. Time is something everybody should fear, because time is the most valuable thing we own. I have not posted anything for quite a while, I think about 2 weeks, which makes for a great comeback today. Today we should talk a little bit about Ericsson Media. If you don't know me, my name is New Ericsson. I'm the founder and CEO of Ericsmedia.no, which is a Norwegian unregistered so far business. SMMA, social media marketing agency. With that, yeah. So essentially, I want you to just think about how much time you have, and as soon as you kind of know how much time you do own and have, you will realize that it's not really a lot, and you can only do so much. There's really no limitations to what you can do, but you can only do so much. So essentially, I'm just going to talk about like how Ericsson Media is doing, how I am spending my time how I have been spending my time recently, and what I believe you as a viewer could take to practice if you were to want to start something like an agency, for example, as I'm doing. As I've said here earlier, the main reason for me making these videos is to document my journey, but also to maybe be able to teach you something or even anything. Because if I succeed, you will basically have a free blueprint on this YouTube channel to walk best, to look in the past and see what I have done, which I believe is a very powerful tool and something I would definitely love to have, but you can't really find it because people made the best videos, like for example Amagensi, but he has also deleted a lot of videos. He hasn't really taught that much in his videos. Alex Amosa, for example, did make a lot of videos about 6 years ago, which did have a lot of good information, but he was already, I think he already had about $52 million because he sold the company about at that time. I have around $0, and so my goal is to actually make it while documenting it, so that you can see what to do from the beginning to the end. So regarding Ericsson Media, I have some bad news and I have some good news. The bad news is that I have been working with a client for free. I do offer a free month in the beginning to build our portfolio, which is a very good technique in my opinion. And so I share a month with this, I cannot name it, but this electrician company, where we did have a pretty good connection, but I feel like he kind of just used me for the free month, as he didn't really want to answer to any more text, so I can get his portfolio review though, if that makes sense, which I respect totally. But it would of course be very nice to not have to throw away that month. But in my opinion, I did really just learn from my mistakes. I don't think I made a video about the law of accumulation, which is a rule I follow a lot. I will make a video on it because it's a very important rule, and it does help. I would say it could help anybody by a lot. So regarding the good news is I have been talking with a lawyer firm where I had a meeting yesterday, the first out of 2 or 3 meetings. I'm not very sure how many, but at least we had a meeting and we figured out that we will definitely try working together for the 3 month. I have made some plans and sent it to him, and he's a very positive man, if that makes sense. And he also appreciates rather than appreciates that I am a bit younger, because that would only give me the ability to give more for less, and I have a lot of wisdom regarding culture in the lower ages. Well, but I have of course also studied the older ages, as that is mostly what does get advertised for and marketed towards. Yeah. I have also been going in a lot of communities, online communities on Skool.com. Skool.com, which is a community platform made by Alex Hormozi. And I have been in a lot of meetings with other English persons, English men, who have taught me a lot. I think I talked with a man named Andrew Cohen not very long ago in a meeting, about 3 or 4 days ago. And what he taught me is really just to do more, as more is best. And I had talked about volume before. Volume is the best thing you could ever do to your agency or business, because having more volume just increases everything: revenue, profit, clients, you name it, sales. So essentially that's what he told me. He did start when he was, I think he was 17 when he started, and then it took him about 2 years to start making $30,000 a month, which is 300,000 Norwegian kroner a month. And what he did in the very beginning, like my stages, is he sent 80 mail a day, and he got his first client in the first 2,000 mails sent. I personally send at least try my best to send 200 mails a day. That does become a bit difficult with my spreadsheet, where my spreadsheet does really just include mails I've put in on my own, because that's what you gotta do in the beginning. You gotta do it all on your own. But I have managed to send 200 mail a day very good now. I'm on a good path. I have of course been reading books. I had lost a lot of motivation regarding reading books, and that's very normal. You have to keep going with your discipline. I have talked about this before, how how motivation only lasts 2 weeks maximum, which isn't really a lot, and you just have to use the motivation to get out on the lane, and then use your discipline to stay in your lane, and just stay in the lane and drive, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's really everything that has happened. I hope you as a viewer has learned something, at least, anything at all. Nothing really more to say. I'm going to make a video maybe tomorrow about how the relaxation, or how you should always try to You should do whatever you can to not give up. If that is lay down in bed and sleeping for 3 hours, that doesn't really matter. You just have to keep going. And you can do that. You can sleep in bed for 3 hours if you really need to. That's just your body telling you to take a rest, and that's very normal and very healthy. That's really everything. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, see you later.